Beneath the scorched ruins of Santa Monica, deep within the Californian earth, lay a triad of vaults, 31, 32, and 33. To the dwellers who called Vault 32 home, their subterranean world was a sanctuary. They were told that the surface above was a radioactive wasteland, a graveyard of ash and ruin, and that their vault's sealed doors was humanity's last shield. Communication with the neighboring vaults were scarce and strictly regulated, allegedly to prevent contamination or disease, but the promise always lingered that in dire times, the three vaults would stand together. For generations, Vault 32 endured stability. Entire lifetimes came and went without the glimpse of a sun. Families were born, raised, and buried under the hum of recycled air and the glow of flickering lights. Each year, they were reminded to remain vigilant to prepare for the fabled Reclamation Day, the time when they would finally reclaim the world above. But in the year 2294, that illusion shattered. Rumors first spread in whispers that Vault 32 citizens were not survivors at all, but subjects. Rats in a maze, bred and raised in the name of science. However, the truth was worse than a rumor. Vault 31, the supposed administrative hub of the Triad, was the heart of a monstrous experiment devised by Bud Askins, a Vault-Tec corporate executive turned self-proclaimed architect of humanity's future. Vault 31 housed his chosen few, executives suspended in cryogenic sleep, while Vaults 32 and 33 served as controlled breeding grounds, carefully curated gene pools meant to produce the next generation of super managers who would one day rebuild the world under Askins' corporate order. But somehow, the truth bled through the lies. No one knows exactly how the revelation spread, whether it was a confession, a hacked terminal, or something even darker. But once the secret surfaced, Vault 32 descended into chaos. The vault erupted into a civil war, families turned against each other, factions formed, those who demanded vengeance, those who clung to order, and those who simply wanted to die free. When it was over, Vault 32 was dead. But Askins, ever the executive, acted swiftly to contain the damage. Communications with Vault 33 were severed, and the official story was rewritten. To Hank McLean, the overseer of Vault 33, Askins simply reported that Ian Jackson, the overseer of Vault 32, had simply passed away and nothing more. Years later, the door to Vault 32 would creak open once more, not to welcome survivors, but intruders. Lee Moldaver, an outsider with her own designs, used Rose McLean's pit boys to breach the halls. She and her crew found what was left of Vault 32, charred walls, faded graffiti, and silence. Moldaver posed as the new overseer of Vault 32, weaving a tale of famine and crop failure to explain the state of her followers. In truth, there was nothing left to save. Vault 32 had fulfilled its purpose in Askins' twisted experiment. Its people had lived, bred, and died in the service of a dead man's dream of corporate divinity.